Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. We are here with our live Friday evening racing, ladies and gents. It's the Full Throttle Racing Group with their next generation touring cars revival using the Renault Megane, the Group 4 car in GT7. They are hitting the track at Road Atlanta for rounds 13, 14 and 15. Big time into this season. Right, I don't know what I'm going to mention it. I wasn't going to mention it. I made a tirade last week about the championship table has no reference to people that's on the track, and I'm not even reading it this week. It's close, it's tight, there is battling. If you really want to go and see it, go and find Full Throttle Racing on Facebook, but it just really is pointless reading it out because it's just a bunch of names that has no relation to the people you see on track. So yeah, JW and Gaz Monkey currently are out there on a practice at the moment in the Pertec Renault, and Gaz Monkey is in the eBay Renault as well. All replica liveries from, is it the last 10 years of touring cars, I believe. So yeah, we're going to have a 3-race scenario with a qualifying for race 1, and there is tyre rules as well. They have to use a set of hard tyres for at least one of the rounds of this event, and it can't always be the same, so they can't go through the whole season using hard tyres in the first race. They've got to vary it throughout the season. They do have a Joker soft tyre that they can use, and we've seen a couple of those guys use it already. So yes, but it'll be a surprise. I haven't been keeping track of it, to tell you the truth. Again, it's people's names, and I don't know who these guys are. Like I said, they've got different names in Messenger, different names on PlayStation, and then the table's different names. It's like I don't know what I don't know who these guys are. So to me, that's JW, that's Evil Dragon, and they're the people I know them as. So it's I'm easily confused, ladies and gentlemen. So it's yeah, if they're going to start using all different names, or they haven't started, they've been all along using different names, I can't keep track of it. I cover like 6 leagues, so many names, so many PSNs. It's tricky. I have got, I wouldn't even say early Alzheimer's. I reckon I am full blown mid Alzheimer's at the moment. So you know. I have been spending the last hour, maybe last hour, watching YouTube videos of PMS, Project Motor. I might even change it. I would have been calling it PMS just for the giggles, because it's close to a woman's menstrual thing. But yeah, I'm going to go to PMR. Project Motor Rip-Off. Wow. Never have I ever, since Rensport, seen a half-baked, half-bodged game ready for release next week, and it doesn't even look good. The graphics look washed out. Everyone I've seen driving it, and I don't know these early access YouTubers, I don't know what the deal is. Just to call it like it is. If they never send you another early access game ever again, live with it. But tell the truth. Don't keep sitting there saying, oh, it's really good. And I can see it's not good. I can see you're struggling driving it. And I can see it's a half-baked game. So stop lying. Why are you lying? Okay? It's not good. I'll tell you the truth, people. Project Motor Racing is not ready for release. It looks awful. The handling looks awful. The feedback looks awful. And the graphics look washed out. And they look like PS2 graphics, in my opinion. The PC versions that I've watched people on YouTube doing it doesn't even work. And even on, I was watching my man Chunky. I like Chunky, and I honestly, but even he was trying to say it was good, and you could see he was getting around like every corner, and then he's pausing it and having to mess around with the something to do with the settings to try and get the game to work properly. Now, the reason I'm a console player and not a PC player, One, financially, because I think PCs are a ridiculous price, but it comes back to you because Steam and the games are a lot cheaper on PC than they are going for console. But the whole reason I like consoles is because there is no faffing, there is no messing. You plug in, you play. That's what I am here for. I'm not here to tinker around for 3 hours with the settings to try and get the game to work. It's not what I'm about. I haven't got that much time in my life. I am a plug-in and play kind of guy. And for all the bad things I've ever said about GT7, I am taking them back. Kaz, this is my apology to you, my friend. You made a really good game, sir. And I apologise for anything I've said about your game, because it is solid. Not unlike all these other new sim racers that are getting released half-baked. It's shocking. Oh, in the chat. Oh, we've got SD Ash saying evening all. The drivers' names are on the windows, which correlates. Yeah, I know, and I did that last week. I'm not going to sit here looking at everyone's names. It's a pain. It takes us out of the. It takes us out of the fun of it. It's like, oh, hang on, let's correlate whose name is what. If you can't be bothered to put them on the championship table, just in brackets behind. That's what other leagues do if they want to use people's proper names. I'm not having a rant. It's fine. You do the tables how you want to do them. I'm cool with it. I just when I read them out, it has no connection to. And I got them wrong last week as well. I was saying this person. I thought Evil Dragon was someone else, and he wasn't. And it's just, yeah, I'm not doing it. It's a pain in the ass. I sat there once and written them all down as well, and then I thought, why am I putting this much effort in? I spend nearly 2 hours on a Friday night shouting about them racing. Why am I doing prep work for it? It's not my league, it's not my championship. I'm just here to cover it. Could you imagine? Well, I suppose Crofty would probably put in the effort, but he gets paid for it. I don't. I get out. I do this for fun and frolics, and it's not fun sat there trying to work out who's who. Just, it's easy. Go to Facebook. Full Throttle Racing on Facebook. The championship tables are on there. If you want to see the championship tables, they're on Facebook. It's easy, sir. It's easy. So they're out for qualifying now, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that's 2 rants in it. One about championship tables and one about Project Motor Racing. I'm in a good mood, honestly. I'm not in a... It's come across as like I'm a bit sort of like... But I'm not. I'm all good. I'm just every round I read out the table. One round I wrote down a whole table myself, replacing their names with their usernames, and I thought I'm not doing that again because it's effort, and I am of no effort whatsoever kind of guy. I am little effort. And plus, you know, I don't care who's leading the championship table. I'm just here for the racing. Championship table's their issue, not my issue. So, yeah, it just seems pointless reading it out. I can read it out if you really want me to, but I don't think people are really that fussed because they don't know who I'm talking about. So, anyway, we've got Graham. I know Graham. Oh, I can tell you what his points are. I know his name. Let me have a find. See, now I've got to go and hunt for it as well. I've got to go hunting on Facebook for it. Groups. Full Throttle Racing. Here we go then. Right, guys. I'm not going to do the work for you, but keep an eye on their windows, like STD Ash says. They're all on the windows, so you can see yourselves. You put the effort in. So here we go. Edwards is at the top on 180 points. McEwen is second on 162 points. Graham, who we're looking at now, he's on 153 points. News on 144 points. Showler's on 133 points. Willows is on 116 points. Sharp is on 109 points. Piper is on 103 points. McIntosh is on 92 points. Wadwick is on 68 points. Welsh is on 18 points. Ellis is on 10.5 points. And Spate is on 0 points. PMR team is on 297 points. Redstone are on 295 points. Bit of a tight fight. I don't know who PMR though. I have no idea which one is PMR. I know Redstone because it says Redstone on the side of it. That's Redstone team. God knows who PMR are. eBay, we know eBay because it says eBay. And Pertec are on 212 points. Pertec are on 184 points. Ginsters are on 180 points. I know Ginsters, we're looking at that one. AMD, no clue, 102.5 points. And Rocket, 18 points. They're barely here anyway. I think I've seen a Rocket car about twice this season. But that's the championship tables for you. Chase in the chat saying, good evening, Thingamajig, from the other side of the pond. Yes, it's Can Do. I know it's Can Do, man. Welcome. Welcome to the Ryan rant. Thingamajig's rant, sorry. Have you been watching the videos for Project Motor Racing? What a shocker. Another half-baked game ready for release. Well done. You want £60 of my money and more money for the year subscription and more money to come when you want to release a track and a car, but you don't want to finish the game before you release it. What is that about? It just happens too often nowadays, and I'm getting quite sick of it. I have now taken that stance that I won't buy a game on release until I know it's fixed and it's sorted. So, yeah. These developers are not taking my money anymore for half-baked projects. They can go scoot. Groot is our fastest man on track at the moment at Road Atlanta. He is on the medium tyres. Evil Dragon is second fastest. He's also on the medium tyres. And SCLD is also on the medium tyres in third place. We've got McEwen, a former champion, world champion. He's second in the championship at the moment. I know, because his name is the same as his real name. And JW is fifth on the grid at the moment. Dash is sixth in the eBay car. E. Graham is in seventh. And we've got Gaz Monkey currently eighth, 2 seconds off of pole position, but he's on the hard tyre. Is E. Graham? And yeah, so Gaz Monkey, the only one opting to start on those hard tyres. I'm sorry for anyone out there who's already pre-ordered Project Motor Racing, because that's how they get you, don't they? Oh, get an extra car, get an extra track if you can pre-order it. Pre-order our broken game and we'll give you a broken car. Go screw yourself. I'm really angry about it. That's what my mood is. And no VR. I think VR should be a minimum. GT7 can do it and F1 never does it. Ren Sport didn't release with one. ACC, it's an old game, okay, but they could update it. Jesus, they could charge you for it. They charge for everything else, and they could do a bit of a VR sort of situation. They don't want to do it. And now I get the whole, well, VR doesn't sell very much thingamajig. There's not that many VR users out there. Does that matter? There isn't that many sim racers out there either. I mean, most people want to shoot people or play football. So it's, yeah, VR should be minimum to get my money off of me. Can Do saying load of issues with PMR. From what I hear, it's a shame. I pre-ordered as well. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Well, hopefully you can cancel it now. This is what people need to do, is just don't buy a broken game. They've done, I'm surprised they even released early access. It must have been today, because I've watched at least 4 videos on it. And it's just, I don't know why they have to, you can see the struggles and they're trying to fob it off like, oh, it's not that bad. It is, it's terrible. The graphics look terrible to me. The PC graphics look worse than the PlayStation graphics. And I'm guessing it doesn't work on Xbox at all, because I haven't seen anyone do an Xbox early access thing. Although you can't stream from Xbox, can you? I'm not sure. What a behind the times console that is. So McEwen has gone fastest of all the guys out there in his redstone, so they're going to try and get that redstone ahead of PMR. Shall we just say that's PMR? E. Graham drives a PMR. Can you see PMR on that anywhere? Let's have a look. Power Maxed Racing. Yeah, it must be that. PMR, Power Maxed. I don't know if it says racing, but PM Power Maxed. Whoa, big slide on there from E. Graham. Big one. And McEwen then, he's the fastest man out there. I do like this track. I mean, I've got to say, it's a fun track. It's a tricky track. It's one of them you can get around with half a skill, no problem. But there is nuances to really go into the ultra alien mode on this one. with your braking and your driving on it. He's new, anyway. Evil Dragon is new. He's the one that I thought was leading the championship last time. Embarrassed myself, didn't I? New is... He's currently 4th in the championship on 144 points. So it's Edwards that's leading. We'll keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for that winner. If you see Edwards, let me know. So McEwen on pole at the moment. E. Graham second fastest. Evil Dragon, the new, is in 3rd currently, but he's only 2/10 ahead of Groot, whom is Schauler, and I think he's currently 5th in the championship. Sid is Edwards. Is it Edwards we're looking for? SCLD? Ah, yeah, SCLD's the man currently leading this championship. I mean, he's healthily leading as well. He's a good 18 points ahead of our current champion. So SCLD has moved himself up into that fighting position. So it's a showdown, ladies and gentlemen, between the McEwen and Edwards. We've got E. Graham then in 3rd. We've got New in 4th. We've got Schauler in 5th. J. Willows in 6th. I'm going to try it. Sharp in 7th and Piper in 8th. I don't know how long it will last though, because I don't always see what the name is on the window, so it's we'll try. We'll have a better attitude, shall we? And not start this with a... It's because I had a moan last week and I really was kind of thinking that might have sent that they might just about put their usernames on the championship table, even if it's in brackets, but they didn't. So I still have to do the work. So McEwen then currently on pole and the flag is out. That was quick, wasn't it? 10 minutes qualifying, and that's McEwen then going faster again. How can SCLD go against this? It's less than a 10th between them, ladies and gentlemen. It is milliseconds. Can he find that little extra to go on pole ahead of the reigning champion? He doesn't, unfortunately. So he'll be starting in 2nd with E. Graham starting in 3rd. He's crossed the line. Evil Dragon has crossed the line in 4th. Groot is still on a run. He's got hazards on. It looks like he's on a run. He was, but he was on a bad run. JW is finished in 6th. We got the Dash in 7th and Gaz Monkey, but Gaz Monkey's on the hard tyre, remember. He's 1.5 seconds off of the Dash there, but everyone else, ladies and gentlemen, tenths of a second within each other. Look at E. Graham and SCLD. Edwards, should I say. That's very tight. The internet's not looking too hot anyway. Oh God, is it really bad? Is it bad for you guys? Oh, what can I say? What can I say? There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. So let's have a look at those results then, ladies. With the 125.2. Edwards was close with a 25.3. Graham was 25.3, also very close. Evil, I can't remember it. New, I think, is a 25.5. Schauler 25.7. Willows a 25.9. Dash, Sharp, sorry, is a 26.2. With Gaz Monkey 27.7. I can't remember Gaz. Piper, I think. I can't remember. It's just too much work. I'd rather just use their usernames. I just want to read the screen and just say it. Boo, boo, boo. Well, this is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, SCLD, he's defending a championship. No risks required, ladies and gentlemen. No risks whatsoever are required for this. He just needs to bring it home. He just needs to keep counting the points like Piastri should have done against the gay boy Nando. Oh, I so don't want Nando Loris to win the blooming championship. I just don't think he's a deserved champion. He's a bit of a waif. He's a bit of a... He's the annoying kid in class that no one likes. But now everyone's like, oh... Shaula, what syrup have you in your latte? I don't. I have a straight latte, my good friend. And Sharp saying no, I'll sort something out with usernames and actual names. No, man, it's cool. I'm not doing it. I read it out every week, and I just think, oh, what a pain. Don't know who anyone is. I'm not slating anyone. I don't want anyone to feel bad about it. It's just, it's only you guys in the group that know who I'm talking about, and it just is. But it is you guys in the group that I am. Oh no, I've gone the wrong way with that. Yeah, no, I haven't. That's it. I am streaming for. It's because I've got big time now. I get a couple of views and that's it. I'm thinking about the bigger picture. Right then, we ready for race off, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go! McEwen off to a great start there. And like I said, SCLD, he's going to have to keep his nose clean. Doesn't want to go into any barriers. And E. Graham knows that. He knows the great risk comes great rewards. And E. Graham knows that he can give SCLD a little bit of jip there, and SCLD probably would fold like your wife. Then E. Graham in third, with Groot in fourth, Evil Dragon in fifth, and we've got the Dash in sixth. We've got Gaz Monkey in seventh, getting himself ahead of JW. JW a bit slow off the start there. Don't know if he jumped it or and then he's gone and late braked it, and he like an absolute legend into the corner, and he's really showing off the grip he has over Gaz Monkey. McEwen though very tight. Maybe Sid isn't just going to sit in and wait. He's going for the win, ladies and gentlemen. It's not that bad, Ash. I'm sorry. I'm just. I've watched those. I've spent an hour watching Project Motor racing videos, and I've got myself really wound up about streamers. I just think they should just tell the truth. So I came in and told the truth. But truth isn't always the best, kids. Sid then. Oh, what's going on, McEwen? McEwen really gave up that corner and lost 2 places, and maybe 3. With his teammate. Ooh, his teammate now having a sniff and a whiff. And McEwen's first opening lap was great up until the very last corner. But we've got offs, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, it's Piastri. He's down in 5th. He's throwing it all away. So E. Graham then leads the way with McEwen. I mean, I could say Graham, but I like E. Graham because it sounds like he's something to do with the internet. Everything's E something, isn't it? E sports. E. Graham. He's AI. So McEwen then in second, losing that position to Graham. He's got balls of steel, ladies and gentlemen. He wasn't afraid. He just slung it in there and just said, I've got no championship on the line here. I'm just here for points and prizes. McEwen in second, then we've got the Dragon in third. The Dash is up to 4th. This is a great one for STD Ash at the moment. Absolutely flying high, flinging Renault. Sid then not scoring like he would like to be, but he's having a look. Oh! And I said he's going to have to drive a little careful to protect those points, and there's nothing careful at the moment. By the way, he is flinging McGann, ladies and gentlemen. He is swinging Big D energy out there for sure. For show. It's got length and girth, ladies and gentlemen. He's got it all. So E. Graham out there in the lead with the McEwen in second. And Evil Dragon in third. Evil Dragon is a threat. In the chat then, Chase saying, what are all these cars I'm watching on my phone at work? I can't make out what they are. They're Renaults. Renault Megans. They use a one, because the bop on... No, I just said GT7's all right. Don't make me go back on that. The bop doesn't work, okay? It's better for single. But that's always been. They've never had the bop right. I remember, it's always been the fact. Okay. Can do saying thank you. Yeah, it's a single make. I do follow another group. They've done it themselves. They've gone into the lab and they use ballast to try and even the cars out. But I mean, it's easier just to use the bop that the GT7 give you. BOP, for those that don't know, balance of power. It's meant to equalise the cars, but it doesn't really. But I think they should just. Hey, I'm not a game developer, so. But when they use BOP, you just think that they just would pick. Surely they could just overlay what one make over a bunch of different cars if you wanted that. If you wanted equal between cars, they could just make them all handle the same with same speeds, but they still want to give the cars the characteristics, and you get advantages like four-wheel drives. They go off the line so much faster than the other guys, so they get an advantage at the start. Rear-wheel drives, I would argue, have got an advantage over forward drive cars. And there we go, Evil Dragon under threat from the Sid, and the Sid doing the old switcheroo there, went on the attack in the corner before, and Evil Dragon tried to defend it, and Sid just sat his ground and then took him on the other side. So SCLD, not the panic that it was earlier. He's now getting himself up and into a reasonable point scoring position. All he has to do is finish near the McEwen as many times as he possibly can. Evil Dragon then in fourth. Groot slipped down a little bit, down into sixth. Gaz Monkey doing fine on the dash. Oh, I've probably upset him. Sorry, man. It's nothing to do with you guys. I am genuinely peed off about Project Motor Racing. I really am, and it's just because Rensport was released unfinished, and it looks like they're going to do it with that as well. Some argue GT7 wasn't ready for release either. But in all fairness to GT7, I think they had to backtrack and make it compatible with PS4. So I think Sony kind of dicked them. So E. Graham then out there in the lead with McEwen in second place. McEwen dropping behind by 1 second here. And it's a 14-lap race here at Road Atlanta. And it is 3 rounds this evening, ladies and gents. And they do have to use a set of hard tyres at some point in the race. Evil Dragon then, fourth, 2 seconds behind, but he's got JW staring, weighing him up. I'm going to be sacked after this stream, I just know I am. I'll get a lovely message from him saying, do you know what? It's not worth the grief. So, Groot, we don't want you to stream our races anymore, please. I'm burning it all down, ladies and gents. I'm burning it all down. The channel's going. Project Motor Racing has annoyed me that much. I'm burning the world. So E. Graham then out there in the lead. McEwen, it's not so much that the game is, well, yeah. But it's you've got to come to the realisation that's how they release games now. But they should do it half price and call it early access like they do on PCs, really. Don't try and say, don't try and release it as a brand new game at full price and it's not finished. That's just say, sorry guys, it's not finished, but you can have it for 20 quid and we'll fix it later. E. Graham, though, doing a fine job at the moment. I'm still going on about it, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have watched those videos. And it just annoys me, all these YouTubers and streamers and, what do they call them? Content creators. Content creators, more like. Just lying because they want a pat on the back from the developers. Tell us the developers are a bunch of arses and they're ripping you off. That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear, oh, the graphics are really good. I've got eyes. I can see the graphics look washed out and poor. They tried to, like, there was one I was watching, they were sat in the pits, and I know GT7's done it before. There's a car spinning around in the pits, just going round and round in circles. They didn't even mention it, like it wasn't even happening. Oh, so angry. So angry. So E. Graham then. McEwen in second. Do you know what? I might buy that Steam Deck that's going to get released. I thought, nah, I'm not interested. I'm going to stick to Sony. I've been loyal to Sony ever since the PS1. I did buy a PC in the early 2000s, and I tried to play Grand Prix on it. And after 2 days of playing around with the settings to finally get it to work, I thought to myself, it was not. I go through life, ladies and gents. I go through life with that old saying of, is the juice worth the squeeze? Do you get out of it what you put into it? So, like, you know, and I think it's derived from orange juice. You need like 16 oranges just for a glass of orange juice, and it's just not worth it. I mean, it's luckily for us, we're spoiled. We can just buy cartons of the stuff. But it's if you wanted freshly squeezed oranges for orange juice, you would be there for an hour squeezing those bad boys out, and there'd be so much waste. And the juice really isn't worth the squeeze. So yeah, I use that in my day-to-day routine of life, of anything I want to do. I say, is the juice worth the squeeze? And with PC games, and well, even on PlayStation, those guys were in the settings every 2 minutes trying to fix it, and it's just not worth it. I want to plug in and play. I want to just plug it in and get going. Look at E. Graham go, man. I know there is a race going on and I'm having a rant. E. Graham's absolutely trouncing it, ladies and gentlemen. We've found E. Graham's happy place. With the McEwen then out there in the lead. Oh no, Vodka Rob bought Rensport. Don't tell me you've also bought bloody Project Motor rip-off. Good evening, fine sir. How the devil are you? I'm good. I'm really good. I've just been ranting for at least 10-15 minutes about anything and everything. And it's all derived from watching bloody streamers trying to tell me how good Project Motor Racing is, even though I can see with my own eyes that they're lying. And it's just irritated me. I respect some of these streamers. I respect anyone that does the streaming. I mean, they do it well and I do it poorly. So it's like, you know, what I do isn't the effort that they put in. I couldn't edit videos and come up with funny stuff like they do. But it's, yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Oh, Vodcross says I haven't got PMR yet. Yeah, man, I've been watching some of the early access videos and it's just, I don't know. It's disappointing. The fact that it didn't have VR when they said it was going to have VR, it was big one for me. But it doesn't even look like it works very well. So SCLD, he's ahead of McEwen. Sorry, I apologise. I missed that. I was in a tirade. I was in a rant. So yeah, and it's nothing to do with Full Throttle Racing really. I had a rant about their tables, but it's just because I was angry about something totally different. It's nothing to do with them. And I apologise. Your stream got ruined by my I came in hot, Vodka Rob. I came in hot. I should crack open a bottle of whiskey, shouldn't I? Crack up over one of those whiskies and just try and chill the schnizzle out. E. Graham then is a second ahead, so Sid still fancies the win. He could give up those points. He really could. McEwen, he's ahead of McEwen, which is the most important part for him. We've got Evil Dragon in 4th. We've got JW in 5th. We've got the Groot in 6th. He's a second down, though, on JW. Trying to close in. We've got Dash in 7th. And I might have ruined Dash's race because of my tirade. What is it? What is it when you have a bit? I think it's a tirade, isn't it? A tyrant is someone who holds people down. That's what she said. And do you know the other thing that annoyed me? Oh no! Gaz Monkey's hard tyres have failed on him, ladies and gentlemen. And he's off the road. So E. Graham being caught by the Sid. Sid is on his way. It's SCLD. And yeah, coming into lap 10 of 14. And it's getting hot in here, ladies and gentlemen. They are getting close and, excuse me, personal. So Graham holding on for the win. He's still got another 3 laps after this one to try and hold on, but it looks like there is no stopping SCLD at the moment. He is on another level. He is driving above and beyond what the car is capable of. The Renault is giving him the gift of a good racing etiquette and good skill combos. He's on a side mission here to win as many races as possible. Oh, and E. Graham's made a small mistake at the top of the hill, and that has left it all open for SCLD, who comes through, and E. Graham then trying to defend the spot, but he's got dirty tyres. He's a dirty boy. And SCLD then, Edward, should I say, is having a look around and about. Ooh, some defensive work from the school of Antonelli there. And E. Graham making his car as wide as it possibly could go as SCLD fights. He's risking it all, isn't he, just for the win? It's a crazy situation. You think he'd just hunker down and say, no, number 2 is good for me to get the win. But, I mean, to get the points on McEwen, who is running in 3rd at the moment. But every point will probably count at the end of this championship. So SCLD, he's thinking further in the future in case he has a bit of a poor race. And McEwen has an absolute banger. But E. Graham is not to be messed with. He's not to be... he does not take being overtaken kindly. He will not give up a spot if he can help it. So SCLD then is dancing on his bumper like a lunatic to try and get by. Vodkrop saying, I wish I could come in hot. I'm blooming freezing. Vodkrop saying, at least we have the GT7 update to look forward to. We know that's going to be good. I am so looking forward to it, man. Even more so now. Do you know what, as well, what annoys me is because I spent some wedge. I spent some cash. And Sid's now going for the move, and he's done it, ladies and gentlemen. You ain't nothing. Oh, ho, ho. He nearly dropped it, though. He nearly dropped it. He has hounded the Graham for a couple of laps here, and then finally gets through. What a man. What a guy. The Edwards absolutely bouncing from the pack and saying cheerio, tooroo, tra-la-la-la-la. Vodprop saying, I got Rensport and it's garbage. Yes, no, I saw the reviews for that. Hey, man, I think the more sim racers that are on the market, because I've noticed that F1 aren't going to release an F1 26. And I can tell you why, is because they don't want to compete. It was such a dead market on the console. What was there to talk about? GT7 pretty much dominated, really, on console. We've got ACC. I think it has problems. People like it. I think it's got problems. But, you know, no one wants to address that. The cars are tough to drive, and the AI is murderous. They're all Dharmas. You're racing a whole group of Dharmas that want to destroy you and kill you. E. Graham back ahead, but the Sid is relentless in his pursuit of the win, and this could end in tears, ladies and gentlemen. It's definitely let McEwen back into the fold. Oh, shoot. And McEwen now, we've got a three-way battle on lap 13 for the win. And everybody wants to be a winner. And going on to the final lap, an even Evil Dragon is closing in on the action here. And E. Graham doing his best to keep a hold of the reins at the front. with SCLD all up and in his busyness, with McEwen in third and Evil Dragon having a bit of a slide. JW in fifth. And Groot in sixth. And there's other things. Oh, I'll wait until in between the races to have my rant, shall I? Because I keep missing bits of racing because I'm too busy ranting. I'm not finished ranting. Just so you know, there is more to come. Sid, I know it's boring, sorry. But I want to tell you, the YouTubers I've just sat and watched for an hour won't tell you. E. Graham then, it's a beautiful battle, ladies and gentlemen. This is delicious. You don't see this on Project Motor Racing. And E. Graham then, up there, the car probably would have bounced off the track. Oh, 3 wide, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We got the trio. I am going home. I'm going for a tank. This is done. I have climaxed, and it's still going on. No, McEwen's dropped behind now, and it's just between the Graham and the Sid. But McEwen's back in the action. McEwen's going to come in and steal it. He's going to steal it in the last corner. McEwen, unbelievable stuff as the cars are rickety and rockety all over the lines. McEwen takes the win. Graham in second, Sid in third, Evil Dragon in fourth. JW comes home in fifth with the Groot in sixth. Just about to close the line. What an absolute crescendo of an end, ladies and gentlemen. They absolutely delivered. Dash in seventh with the Gaz Monkey coming home in eighth. But remember, he is on those hard tyres now. There was some crazy shenanigans there with that finish. Someone was miles off the road when they crossed the line, and I think it was SCLD. Oh, he got a boot. He got booted by the Dragon. That's what happened there, ladies and gents. So that was the race. Wowzers. What a finish. Well done, McEwen. Unbelievable. Let's go and have a look at those results, because I still can't tell you. And there he is, ladies and gents, doing his thing with a lovely rear derriere. Did he get pole position as well? No. McEwen on pole. He was, wasn't he? Sid was in second. Sorry. I apologise. There we go then. McEwen, unbelievable. Final corner shenanigans. And SCLD down in third. He got the fastest lap though, so it makes up a point. And E. Graham coming home in second. Evil Dragon in fourth. JW in fifth. Groot sixth. Seventh for the Dash. And eighth for Gaz Monkey. They don't go straight away, do they? I don't think.
I've got a Caribbean en route drooling.
So we'll look at these. Yeah, I splashed out. Ladies and gents. I've bought the adapter to make my Fanatec a 8 Newton meters thing. Great timing. I've got a Caribbean en route. What, a Lady of the Night? Caribbean Lady of the Night en route. Well done, Vodka Rob. You smashed that bad girl. You fold her like laundry, my friend. So, yeah, that was a banging race. Yeah, I bought bloody an adapter thinking, oh, yeah, there's a proper sim game coming out. That was a waste of time and effort. So we are prepping, ladies and gentlemen. Well, look at that. I'm in a Valkyrie. You know why I'm in a Valkyrie? Because I did last week's challenges and I did the hypercar parade. And you know what? In a Valkyrie that you win for watching a video, you can absolutely destroy the rest of the field. Oh my God, what's happened? Oh no, it's all right, they're not entered yet. I was going to say E. Graham and Dash's cars have disappeared. So yes, I'm disappointed about Project Motor Racing, I must say. Project Motor rip-off. But what I'm more disappointed about, you know, people moan about Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh, they've delayed it again. Do you know what? Fair play to them. Fair play that they want to release a good product. What happened to releasing a good product onto the market? Why I would never. I mean, the industry I'm in, when I make something in my industry, I think everyone knows, I work for Williams and I build race car parts, but I want them to be of the top quality that I could possibly make them. And if they're not right, then the guys are going to have to wait until I get it right. That's easily done. Start at 50. All right, and I've got 8 minutes for a rant. They're giving me a long time for a rant, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't understand. I just don't get it. I honestly don't get it. I don't get why we get half-baked games anymore. It shouldn't happen. It really shouldn't. I'll tell you what, when AI start building games, we are onto a winner, because I don't think they do half-baked. And my wife's just walked off. I don't know if I've upset her with all my ranting. So what a race, anyway. What an absolute banger. That four-way battle at the end there from McEwen, who ended up taking the win. And it looks like McEwen and Sid are both going hard tyres. They've got the hard-ons. And Evil Dragon also with a hard-on. And we've got JW sporting a lovely hard-on there. And the group also following up with a hard-on. That was easy, I know. It's too easy. So Evil Dragon, and I know PMR now because it's that one, isn't it? It's Power Max Racing. So we're getting somewhere. Power Maxed, sorry, Racing. Only my third series? No, 2 seasons. I think I've done, this is my 2nd season with the Full Throttle Racing. I'm sure I'm going to get a message saying, yeah, we don't want you covering our races anymore, dude. You're a bit of a dick. We don't like you. Oh dear. Oh no. There is messages, but I think they're to each other and not to me. Da 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 da. Oh dear, they put my stream link on there. You might not want to, because I'm whiny today. And 3 wide into the chicane, 2 wheels on the grass is scary. I can imagine. It certainly is. But beautiful racing, guys. Beautiful racing there. And the group then is out and about on his hard tyres. Can do, saying hello to Vodka Rob in the chat. Go on, talk amongst yourselves. And Evil Dragon. I was so wanted to comment as well. One of the streamers, like I said, is Chunky Ribena. I like him. I follow his channel. I wanted to comment saying, why are you lying, bro? So, I'm not going to go on about it, okay? It's too much. It's too much. All I'm saying is, I think it's positive there are loads of racing games, because there is very light on racing games, I'd say, on the PlayStation. It was good that we were getting more racing games, but it just seems no one cares about good products anymore. And I mean, F1, I'm not surprised they're not releasing a 2026 version. They're just going to update the 2025 version, which I've always said. I don't know why they don't do that. Because those games are always the same. It's like FIFA. All of those and Call of Duties, they just release them year in, year out, and it's the same game with little tweaks. So they are annoying. And then we get hardly any racing games whatsoever, and we've got a bunch dropped at the same time, but they're just half-baked. Them developers aren't cooking, ladies and gentlemen, they're cooked. So nothing's slapping, you know. There was this fun little arcade sort of game. I got the demo of it, but I never bought it. I think F1 Legends or something like that, or Summit Legends, Racing Legends. I don't know, that looked absolutely fun. I just never got around to it, playing it, but... yeah, this is not good. It's not a good state of affairs for next generation racing. It's not good.
One Frank has all the same bugs.
Thank the Lord we have GT7. Evil Dragon's sat-nav has gone on the blink, and he's now doing the reverse course of Road Atlanta. And Bodcrop saying F1 has all the same bugs every year as well. But I think they just repackage it and sell it. I think you're buying the same game. Everyone, not you personally, but I mean, I stopped buying F1 games a long time ago. But yeah, I think they just repack it. I think it was because I thought, holy guacamole. And you know, the teams don't change their liveries that often. So it's, I mean, Red Bull has looked the same for like 10 years. And McLaren kind of, you know, they've altered it a little bit, but not much. Same, all of them. They all look the same. So I literally think they just changed the year. That's it on F1 games, because they all feel the same. I don't think they're fun to drive either. They gave F1 23 away free, didn't they, with PSN, and I downloaded it, and it still feels like you're driving a fart around. There's no feeling. There's no feeling. It's just, I mean, Formula 1 cars might feel like that. I'd rather play Wipeout. Now that's a racing game. The Ash, ladies and gentlemen, has gone soft. He's left it really last minute as well, not to give the game away. Bang! There you go. Evil Dragon just murdered his Renault. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. No more rants. No more moans. No more groans. It's over. I'm over it now. We are here for race 2. McEwen's on the hards. Graham's on the hards. Edwards is on the hards. Evil Dragon's on the hards. We've got JW on the hards. Groot's on the hards. Dash is on the softs. Gaz Monkey's already used the hards. He's on the mediums. So this is going to be very interesting. We are going to see the STD Ash absolutely fly through the field. And Sid then going up against the Graham. And the grip is going to be absolutely zero. Groot looks like he's struggling already on the hard tyres, and Groot is on a detour. With McEwen out there in the lead, Graham chasing him down with the Sid, losing more points at this point to the reigning champion. And oh no! Graham's dropped it like it is hot, ladies and gentlemen. And these hard tyres and the combo of the track, hard tyres, and the McGann, no, not, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. It's Renault, sorry, are not working. McEwen, though, has pulled out a bit of a lead as SCLD goes head-to-head with Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon fancying a piece of this action. And JW there in 5th. Gaz Monkey is up to 5th. No, JW's in 4th, sorry. Gaz Monkey's up to 5th with the Dash coming through on those soft tyres. Excuse me, coming through. Make a bit of room, please. So McEwen out there in the lead at the moment with the SCLD, and E. Graham's not going to be happy. We see that happen so often for him this season. He feels that the McGann is very unsteady. A rickety car at best. So McEwen then leads the way with SCLD. He's got a back end, a loosey-goosey back end. And Evil Dragon then does get through with the SCLD slipping down into 3rd. But it's STD Ash on those soft tyres. He's coming in. He's coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a party. And JW trying to follow him through. But at the moment, McEwen is the man to beat with Evil Dragon and SCLD still driving side by side. But now Evil Dragon does pull in front as the dash comes through, ladies and gentlemen. The soft tyres working well. He knows he doesn't want to use the hard tyres here. He's thought, God, no. God, no. Thank you, sir. I don't want those hard tyres. So he's pulled out the softs, and those that have already used their softs are... are buggered because they've got to use hard tyres. McEwen then is there in the lead with Evil Dragon in second. The dash is in third. Sid down into fourth, but JW is having a look, having a little probe. He's using his middle finger to probe around. And yeah, up alongside now, going for a late break. And makes the move. Look at that. JW up ahead. And this is why SCLD was really trying in that race before. Ooh, a little tap from the monkey. Gaz Monkey giving him a little tap. Gaz Monkey ended up off the road, though, from that little tap. And SCLD, he has survived. Groot, who we saw drop it early on, is coming back into the fold with Gaz Monkey in 7th and E. Graham, fastest man out there at the moment. Trying to catch up the pack or hope there is some other stragglers falling off of the road. McEwen, I didn't save that replay as well. So steamed up. It's all right, certainly for a thumbnail. I can do it on the last race. So McEwen, as long as I've saved one of these replays at least. McEwen, 1.5 seconds. Evil Dragon is looking good. The STD Ash he's starting to get those purples now, getting those tyres absolutely humming, ladies and gentlemen. They are now getting very cohesive to the track. And he is finding a lot of grip out there as he chases down the two leaders. JW is ahead of SCLD, our championship leader at the moment. And he is slipping down the order. Groot in 6th, Gaz Monkey in 7th, and the Graham just going for fastest laps here, but someone's stolen it. Oh yeah, the soft runner. It's STD Ash, ladies and gentlemen, on board, should I say, with the Ash of Dash. And it's tricky up and over there as he hunts himself a Renault Megane. I think I've broke my race seat. I don't know, it feels like I'm listering to one side. Oh no. I mean, I say it's my race seat, it's definitely something's not right here. The arms aren't the same height. It's a little camping chair. I don't know if you can hear it creak. Do you hear that creak when I'm doing it? I should watch one of these replays back, these streams back, see what the sound quality is. Yeah, I've got a little camping chair. It is my rig. It's my rig. Whoa! Late break me up, baby. As STD Ash gets in there and gets his hands dirty. Rolls his sleeves up and gets in with the racing. McEwen, though, absolutely looking for that second win and trying to steal a championship here. He's pulling out a Lando. So McEwen leads, Dash is in second, and then we have Evil Dragon in third. Look, I was on board with Lando. I don't mean to have a lot of Lando hate, but did you ever see the photo shoot with CQ? I don't know. He was wearing crop tops and all sorts. It's just not right, okay? No. I don't even think, I don't know. No, you wouldn't wear that. You just wouldn't, okay? I question either his intelligence or his taste. I think it's CQ. I'm going to have to Google it. It might be Vogue or some highfalutin magazine. But Lando did a photo shoot and it was ridiculous. And I just miss the old days of James Hunt and real men that used to do real racing. McEwen out there in the lead with the Dash in second. Dash trying to catch him up and look for the win. Evil Dragon in third. The Sid under threat from JW. He's already got past him already once. JW, that is, on thingy. Right. Lando Norris. Photo shoot. I don't know. I don't know who it was with. It's on Instagram. It's just that he's wearing a jumper that comes halfway up his torso. And it's just, oh God, please save me. I think it's about a magazine called British Vogue. So Vogue, yeah. Oh God, what was he thinking? So McEwen then out there in the lead. Dash is in second. Evil Dragon is in third with the Sid in fourth. JW in fifth. And Groot catching up nicely. He's there. He can see the sight of these three racing in front. Evil Dragon slipping back into the clutches of SCLD and JW Talks Motorsport. And Evil Dragon then holding fast for that podium position as the Dash tries to close in on our reigning champion. And it was a slow start for McEwen this season. Didn't look like he was adapting to the Renault, but now he is on full force. Took the win in the first race, and now he's trying to protect the win of this second race. But against STD Ash, we're halfway through, and now STD Ash on those soft tyres gets through and takes the lead of the race. McEwen in second. We've got Sid up and in ahead of Evil Dragon. Evil Dragon losing the position, but Evil Dragon's coming back harder and faster. And Sid then having to do some defensive work as JW also trying to get in the action, and Sid looked like he had a big slide on then. Huge slide on from SCLD, and Evil Dragon then does scoop up that third spot again and gives JW an opportunity to get up and into fourth place. But we've seen Sid back here in fifth before. In that first race he was down in fifth, and he came back, ladies and gentlemen. And now we see he is moving on JW. Gaz, oh no, Groot's in the barrier. Gaz is all on his own in sixth place. And then we have E. Graham moving up a position because Groot sent it too hard, too fast in the first corner. Dash is leading the race with McEwen in second, and Evil Dragon having a wobble, and oh my word, SCID doing a little rallying. He was off the road. JW up and into fourth, but he's pretty safe. He's got 4 seconds on the Gaz Monkey, but he can't make too many more mistakes because Gaz Monkey on those medium tyres. 27.6 from Gaz Monkey last time around. Sid a 29.2. I don't know if that must have been with the mistake. So JW fancying a podium here up against the Evil of Dragons, the Evil Wyvern. I play Ark, so they're Wyverns. Dash though leads the way with McEwen in second, Evil Dragon in third. Is that Smog? Smog? Is it a reference to Smaug? Smog? JW in fourth. JW, there was a little bump from JW there, and now Evil Dragon on the grass, finding there is no traction on the grass. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it was. I don't know if there was any contact there. It's hard to tell from a quick glimpse. He was rather close. So Evil Dragon then in fourth, and the SCLD trying to get back into this action as Evil Dragon tries to scupper his tyres, get that filth off those tyres. Oh, Sid, that must be the way he goes around that corner. He just goes around at the top of the hill sideways. That's his calling card. dash then, 8/10. He hasn't pulled away from the McEwen like I imagine he was hoping to. And McEwen keeping him in sights. JW in a podium position at the moment and holding off the Dragon of Evil with SCLD. And don't count SCLD out. He'll be flying in that final corner like we had last time, as he tries to close in on JW and Evil Dragon, who are now commencing in battle, ladies and gentlemen. And Evil Dragon having a look up the outside, then the inside, the old switcheroo, as they like to say. And Evil Dragon then is up and ahead, and that's bringing SCLD into the fold, into the action. And JW then is the meat in their sandwich. Another 3 wide situation, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting absolutely spoiled with our racing, and SCLD is flying. 3 wide coming into the braking zone, and it's Evil Dragon that maintains the upper hand, but Evil Dragon looks like he's got a loose back end. He keeps it in line, and JW went a little wide through that top corner, and slipped behind these guys. Gaz Monkey, 3.5 seconds. He is closing in, slowly but surely, but with only 4 laps to go. Can he catch these 3 racers? McEwen, 1.5 seconds behind the dash now, and it's down to the Dragon and SCLD and JW for the hot fighting. And SCLD then doesn't want to lose too many points on McEwen at this point, but he has got the obstacle of Evil Dragon just ahead of him. Gaz Monkey closing in, and we've got E. Graham on a comeback. Groot, whom is 8th, and we saw him sent it. He sent it into the barrier. STD Ash, though, choosing those soft tyres just at the right moment, had to come through the field, and now he is riding high, ladies and gentlemen. He is high on the hog, ahead of the field. McEwen in second. Evil Dragon, hands full at the moment, juggling SCLD and JW, as SCLD fancies it up around the outside, and there is no action there. Says Evil Dragon, you're gonna have to do more than that to get by me, son. And SCLD says, all right, then I'll do that. I'll just late brake into the first corner, and the rear's gone. The rear's gone. How has he kept that together? How on earth did he keep that car going? I've tried pulling that off in that corner before. You go off to the barrier. But no, Evil Dragon, I mean, SCLD somehow, some way kept it together. And all through that, JW has moved himself up and into 3rd place. I'm going to have to put a heater on, man. I am certainly, there's a heater over here, and I'm going to have to put it on because I can feel a draft, and I don't know where from. It's just cold. It is that cold. Right, I'm closing that door, and I'm going to put the heater on just a little bit. Oh, shoot. Over there. You go there. Right. Oh, sorry guys, I'm plugging in the heater because it's bloody cold. I'm moving the heater closer. Oh, more racing, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I was plugging in heaters. And Evil Dragon has whipped it up the inside there. Beautiful stuff. Sid's followed him through, and he's trying to get a bit of movement there as well, but Evil Dragon fancies the podium today. And SCLD, oh no, he's off the grass again. Hey man, that American grass must be something, because again, More off skis around. Evil Dragon's had a small off as well. So JW there in third. Sid is in fourth. Evil Dragon is fifth. And Gaz Monkey has closed the window. No! I tell you what, Sid has been riding his luck in these corners. I don't know how he survived some of them. And it's looking like now he is starting to lose the luck as E. Graham comes in and closes in on him. And this is a lot of points lost from McEwen, whom is in second place at the moment. JW seems safe, but is he in third place? Evil Dragon is in fourth. I'm going to hug this bloody heater in a minute. It's not even feeling warm yet. Is it on? Give me heat, you bitch. Plugged it in, but it doesn't feel warm. I want instant gratification, you know. STD Ash, though, is doing the business out there in the lead with McEwen in second place. We got JW in third with Evil Dragon in fourth. Gaz Monkey up to fifth now as SCLD, who has been playing risk in the corners, it has to be said, is now under threat from the Graham. And the Groot... He's got the hazards on again. He's off to get a latte. So the Dash out there, absolutely humming. He's ringing the Renault for everything it's got, every bit of tenth of time he can find around Road Atlanta. He is edging for it. McEwen in second place with the JW Talks Motorsport. I'm guessing M Sport is Motorsport. Maybe he's talking about BMWs. Maybe JW talks about BMWs a lot, or Motorsport. Hey, that's what I did at the beginning of this. I talked about Project Motorsport a lot. STD Ash is in the lead. McEwen in second with JW in third. We've got Evil Dragon in fourth. Sid has closed back in on the Dragon, but we've got the Gaz. They've got past the Gaz, possibly. They may have done. Sid also moving himself on up. Moving on up, moving on now. Nothing's gonna stop now. So Evil Dragon then up into fourth. Sid in fifth. Gaz Monkey sixth at the moment with E. Graham, and we've got a whole bunch of cars here looking for racing as we come on to the final lap. Evil Dragon trying to keep the Sid at bay, and Gaz Monkey trying to implement himself in the situation. He is on a set of medium tyres, so he should be a little grippier in the corners here. Side by side, and again SCLD playing risk with those curbs. Unbelievable stuff. So here he goes. He's a man on his own. He's a lone wolf, ladies and gentlemen. He is the Knight Rider. One man, one car, on their own. So STD Ash then bringing it on. 8-9 seconds he's pulled out on the rest of the field. McEwen on those hard tyres, whom is 8 seconds ahead of the JW. Evil Dragon in fourth. Gaz, oh no. Our eyes off the action for a second, can we? He's dropped down behind the Graham. But here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. STD Ash takes the win. Beautiful stuff. Well done. And my friend, McEwen, coming around the final corner. Good points for his championship campaign in second. JW rounds out the podium. Great drive from the JW there. And he had to mix it with the big boys. And Evil Dragon in fourth. Gaz Monkey gets that fifth. E. Graham, oh no. SCLD down in seventh place. That is not what he was looking for. And the Groot himself is bringing it on home. In your own time, Groot, when you fancy it. No, I'm joking. Bless you. Sorry. So Dash did a great run there. Great run. And Groot having issues. I imagine he can't wait to see the back of the Renault. And he probably wants to move over to Project Motorsport. See, there was there's another league I cover, and they already sort of shored it up, saying we are definitely going PMS when it comes out. So are you going to buy it? And I was like, maybe, possibly, if it's got spectator mode. But if it hasn't got VR and it's a hot mess like it is, I don't want to buy it. So that's going to be a league that I lose. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The Ash wins it all out with McEwen in second. And JW getting a fine third. Coke. Enjoy Coke. And that's, I say, yeah, it always smells best in the toilets. Yes. A line a day keeps you up at it. So, yes. Good signs. Good messages from STD Ash there. So here we go then. STD Ash then takes the win. And we see on his uniform how he did it. McEwen in second with JW finishing in third. Evil Dragon comes in fourth with McGann in fifth. McGann? they're all McGanns. Gaz Monkey, sorry. I might call him Gaz McGann. Whilst we're using the McGann. In fifth with E. Graham coming home in sixth. E. Graham leading early doors, remember, but had a huge off. SCLD having some issues in that race, but looking very racy indeed. And the Groot coming home in eighth place. And the Groot isn't that slow. I know he's not. Yeah, I know he's not. He's just obviously not enjoying this vehicle. 20 past. We've got 7 minutes. What shall we talk about? Anything? Oh, I am so sorry. I'm sorry to the Full Throttle Racing guys, and I'm sorry to you who've tuned in. You don't need to listen to me have an absolute meltdown over the state of gaming. Vodka Rob saying he got 21 was the best, or the last half decent F1 game, and he also says, I ain't had it since 22, and I only played that one twice. And Vodka Rob going, sniff, sniff. Oh, you got the same vibe from his racing uniform as I did then. I drink liquid Coke, Red Bull. So, how's your week been, guys? You had a good one? This is going to be a tough weekend as well. It's a tough weekend for me. I'm meeting the son's girlfriend and family on Saturday. We're going together for Christmas lights turning on. And I don't know if you get the vibe from me, but I'm a miserable old git. And social events aren't something that I ever want to do. I did one of these race meets because a lot of these leagues all meet up. Like, I think even these Full Throttle Racing, they hook up at one of the... Oh, the heater's starting to warm up now. They meet up at one of the race meetings. BTCC, sorry. Race meetings each season. Oh, and I think they also... No, that might be URL. I apologise. No, I think the Ultimate Racing League, they all hook up at a British Touring Car meeting each season. I think these guys go over to somewhere like Spa or Nordenschleife to take their cars and go for driving on racetracks, which is cool, isn't it? See, I could live with that because I wouldn't have to talk to anyone. Sitting in my car, just driving around, I'm fine with. It's interactions. And I did it once. And Vodka Rob saying rave on. Yeah. Oh, I've just pressed enter. No, I'm not going into it. How would it enter me? How would that enter me in a Valkyrie? I'm not even in a group for car. That is crazy. Cancel. I'm not trying to go to the track. Should I? No, because the wheel, I have to unplug my keyboard to plug the wheel in. It's a whole thing. But yeah, a lot of these leagues go on meetings, and I struggle. I have social anxiety. I know. I just don't know. I'm not very good at small talk, and I'm not very good at I don't know. If someone's saying something, it sounds so bad, but I think I'm on a scale, okay? I'm on some scale somewhere. but they didn't test when I was a kid. So, you know, when people are talking to me, if it's not something that's grabbing my attention, I have a habit of just my mind wandering, and then I struggle. I start panicking that, oh my God, I'm not listening to this person. I don't know what we're talking about. And they're looking at me like there should be a response, and I'm like trying to find a response, and I just sort of like say, yeah. And they say, what, you agree? And I'm like, yeah, of course, yeah. Say, okay, so you think or you know, whatever they were saying, it was probably something ridiculous. They're probably trying to catch me out for not listening. So yeah, I'm not great at social events. So this leads me on to, I'm going to a Christmas light turning on Saturday with my son's girlfriend's family. That is, and my wife's, she's out on the lash, so I've got to do it solo. I've got to solo. And I'm not looking forward to it, okay? I'm looking forward to no, I'm not looking forward to it at all. I'm Scrooge when it comes to Christmas. I'm not really fussed about seeing lights getting turned on. And, yeah, meeting new people is a struggle for me. I don't know. I'll try not to think about it. But, yeah, so I've got that. We've got an F1 weekend going on as well. And I've usually got like 6 or 7 streams to have to do during a weekend, so I'm not going to have the time this weekend. I think someone's going to lose out. Vodkrov saying, I know what you mean. I'm like that as well. It's horrible, I know. And I'm so jealous of those people that just chat, and they're like going around chatting to everyone, and they're all like very sociable, and they're really sort of connected and involved. Oh, I better save am I too late to save a replay? I am. Right, we have definitely got to pick a replay. We've got to try and get that replay at the end of this last race, because we haven't got any replays so far. We haven't got a thumbnail. Oh no. That's all right, we'll come up with something, I'm sure. He shares all of these. I could just make my own thumbnail. He shares all the liveries, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you want to look, I'm sure all these liveries for the Megans are out there. Look for STD Ash. Yes, sexually transmitted diseased Ash 84. Yay, Evil Dragon, give me some big ones! Way! Vodkrop saying, I used to be the life and soul years ago, but I'm talking the 90s, which I can't remember for the life of me. That's called ecstasy. MDMA will help you get by in a social situation. I used to like the old Billy Whiz that they used to talk much of. So yeah, I could chew someone's ear off, but I didn't know what I was saying. It was just chat. You start the evening off in a pub. Look, race. I'm not talking anymore. I want to get myself into trouble. I'm letting it all out there. This seat sucks. Go away. I've had enough of you. Screw it. We'll stand up. I'm sick of that chair. So, Groot on the mediums. Sorry, let's have a look. Mediums. I think most of them will be on mediums because everyone used the hards in that first race. So, back to Groot as the lights go out, and we are go here for the final race. Hero Road Atlanta, and Sid goes flying, ladies and gentlemen. He's not playing about. He has taken the lead, and he's 2/10 ahead of the Groot. With E. Graham in third. E. Graham won't be wanting to make the same mistakes. He's already putting the pressure on the group, but the group will not be pressured. Evil Dragon in fourth. We got the Gaz Monkey in fifth, and McEwen in sixth, JW in seventh, and the DoorDash is in eighth place. So, oh God, look at the Sid, ladies and gentlemen. SCLD absolutely nailing that first part of the lap, wasn't he? The start and everything since has all been good. And he's going for maximum points here. He's thinking of that championship. And 3 different winners is always a good thing from from around shows you that the evens are good out there. The cars are balanced and close. So SCLD is out there in the lead with Groot in second. We've got E. Graham trying to give it some welly up and around the outside. It's not going to fit round there, sir. It's not going to fit round there. And he'd have to get up early in the morning if he's going to catch Groot out in that situation. Then we have the Dragon in fourth. Gaz Monkey in fifth, McEwen in sixth, JW in seventh, and DoorDash is in eighth. So, E. Graham, can he have a better? He deserves something out of this this round. That was a bit harsh for him last race, and he was up there fighting at the front in both races so far, and again in third. But he's stuck behind the Groot, and the Groot is giving it big welly. Sorry, I was just looking at their messenger. There's inside jokes. I love inside jokes. I want to be one. I want to be part of one. I want to be one. I am an inside joke. I want to be part of one day. E. Graham in second. Groot then. So E. Graham gets the move done past the Groot there, and Evil Dragon is fourth. See, I don't. Some people just deal with memes. I deal with just old sitcoms and use references from them. Could I be more original? Oh dear, you have to be old to know half of the references. Schmeg. So E. Graham is in second. Evil Dragon going toe to toe with the Groot, but the Evil Dragon comes out on the top. And I always knew Groot was a bottom. We got McEwen there in fifth. We got JW in sixth. Gaz Monkey in seventh. And the Dash is in eighth place. But it's Sid at the moment who is showing them all the way. Now, Happy Days was with a Z. Suits you, sir. Ooh, sir, suits you. Suits you. Do you like to find yourself in a dark alley, sir? Ooh, suits you, sir. So, Sid in the lead. E. Graham in second. And Groot there. Oh, Groot's on the comeback, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't want to be at the bottom. He's saying Evil Dragon's the bottom in this relationship. Evil Dragon going for it again. Oh, yeah. And Evil Dragon then makes it through. And Groot then... He's just has to come up with his lot in life. It's my lot in life. McEwen then in fifth, closing in on that battle with JW in sixth, the Dash in seventh, and Gaz Monkey is in eighth place. But it's Sid at the moment, SCLD, sorry, who is absolutely... I'm so lazy, I can't even be bothered to say SCLD that I've shortened it to Sid. And it's not Sid, it's nothing near Sid. I'm using one of the hard chairs. I don't know why I need to sit down. I usually do stand up, but I feel like because it's so cold, I don't want to stand up. I want to sit down next to my heater, cuddling it. It's like my little R2-D2. Ooh, did you give it to her, sir? Ooh, suits you. Yeah, that's Vodka Rob in the chat. He is also of the age where we reference very old things. I want that one. I want that one. Groot in fourth. Unbelievable. SCLD then in first with E. Graham in second. We've got the Evil Dragon in third. We've got Groot in fourth. We've got McEwen closing in less than a second behind, but JW looking very racy in sixth place, trying to get very close to the rear derriere of McEwen. And the Dash is in seventh on the medium tyres. And then we've got Gaz Monkey. Oh, he slipped behind her quite a bit, hasn't he? He's had a bit of a moment. had an issue. SCLD. I am of an age where I remember Madonna when she was hot. That's how old I am. E. Graham in second. Groot is in third. Groot is under a lot of pressure. Let's get on board with the Dragon. Whilst, oh, both of them a little wide there. And, yeah, watching Evil Dragon pressurize the Grootster as they break into a tricky corner there. Two double tricky corners. And you can see in the rearview mirror McEwen and JW closing in for the fun and the frolics of the racing, ladies and gentlemen. And Vodka Rob saying when she was 1, 2 and 3 in the charts. Yeah. So SCLD out there in the lead with E. Graham. In second place, the Groot. In third, he's pulled a little bit out from the Dragon at the moment with McEwen and JW joining the party. Now it's a party. It was awkward when it was just Groot and Evil Dragon, but now we've got 4 cocks in the house, ladies and gentlemen. And those hens are going to get battered. So Groot then trying to maintain the podium with Sid out there in the lead with E. Graham in second, Groot in third, Evil Dragon in fourth, McEwen in fifth, and JW. Let's on board this bad boy, shall we? And see what the JW sees. And JW then closing in. The engine sound, I can hear it on YouTube. I can hear it coming through my iPad. The engines sound quite nice, don't they? I don't hear the engines as much because they're in my headphone, so they're not as loud, so I don't feel like I have to shout over the engine sounds. And JW makes a move there and pulls it right off, as does the Dragon. Evil Dragon getting one on the Groot there, and now Groot's in trouble from JW as the sun sets here in the land of the free. The land of the AK-47 and the free. Freedom reigns, ladies and gentlemen, in the US of A. And Evil Dragon then in third with Groot in fourth. JW duking it out with the reigning champion as our champion-elect flies in the distance, but he is not getting it all his own way because E. Graham is keeping him accountable. And then we have the Dash in seventh. 4 seconds, it's not too much. Ooh, close. And Gaz Monkey is in the 8th place, but I think he has had some issues as he's 20 seconds behind the next guy. Sid then at the moment being caught by E. Graham, and that's rather uncomfortable. Evil Dragon at the moment leading a crew of 4 along, and they are all hard racing each other as they make their way along. We're on lap 7 of 14. Jesus, that's gone quick, hasn't it? God, I tell you what, my ranting makes time fly by rather quickly. More rants. I did say, I think in one of the other streams, I should do, and I don't even know why I'd want to do a podcast, but I think it just, all the stuff that I want to moan and groan about, I could do it on that, and then it doesn't distract from the racing. I seem to want to just have a lot of opinions I want to put out there. Whoa, Groot all up and in the rear derriere of the Dragon. It's usually about F1, but at the moment I'm moaning about computer games for some reason. Why do I care? Spend your money how you want to spend your money. If you want to give the developers half bit. Oh, Groot's got a wiggle on. He's got a loose rear derriere. Evil Dragon in third. McEwen up to fourth now as JW moves up to fifth, and Groot is going to be absolutely seething. Who chose the Renault? Groot, eh? Hunt him down. Like Charles Bronson. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we had Charles Bronson. He was our Liam Neeson. You wouldn't take Charles Bronson's daughter. So I've never seen the Taken films, in all fairness, but I've seen the Death Wish films, so why would I want to see Taken? So Sid then out there in the lead with E. Graham in second, Evil Dragon in third with McEwen in fourth. We've got JW in fifth with Groot in sixth. I suppose Death Wish, Charles Bronson, is it Charles Bronson? I've got to check now. Saying that name, Charles Bronson's probably like some murderer that's in prison and I'm getting him mixed up. Look at me. Google is amazing, I've got to say. I've still got pictures of Lando with his crop top on. Safari. Oh, please let this be the actor from Death Wish. Charles Bronson. It's not, it is the prisoner. I was totally wrong. Sorry, Charles Bronson. He is the prisoner that murders people. I apologise. Charles Arthur Salvador. Oh, so he was in the Death Wish films. Hang on. Death Wish. 1974 film. Cast. Okay. Charles Bronson. So I didn't get it wrong. It's just, you know, they've got the same name. That's amazing. So SCLD out there, Evil Dragon. What's worrying is the convict comes up first before the actor when you put Charles Bronson in. That's crazy. What are you pushing on us, Google? JW in fourth. There's a cracking race going on here because McEwen's moved up as well whilst I'm in my own little world here. Sorry, gang. Look, I don't know what to say. There's no excuses. It's been a poor stream. Full Throttle Racing do not deserve this, and I do apologise to them. I'm so sorry, gang. I've had a nostalgia trip. I've had... Ooh, SCLD still doing a super job. Where did E. Graham go then? See, E. Graham's had enough. Oh, for God's sakes, I do apologise, Full Throttle. Oh, and someone else is off the bit. It's Evil Dragon. The cars are near the end, just falling off of the track. I think they're going to use the high and dry next year. Easier, yeah. What Rob's saying, wasn't there a Charles Bronson actor as well? I've typed it now, so I'll let you read it still. I Googled it. And it is, yeah, they were both. Charles Bronson in the 70s Death Wish films. And Charles Bronson, the person who's locked up for life. Or Salvador, as I found out today. So SCLD in the lead. I could do all the rants. I've had rants. I've got rants. Films. Okay, no, I'm not going to do it. But what's the hell with sequels, remakes, I lived in a time when there was all sorts of new, fresh ideas out there, and now they just keep remaking the same old drivel. And they're even making animated films now into real films. It's just bizarre. E. Graham then trying to come back against the Groot, and E. Graham and Evil Dragon. The PMR car absolutely chugging at the moment, flying along, and Groot losing out on 2 positions. SCLD is still the man at the top, and he's got 9 seconds on McEwen, so I don't think he's got any worries or threats, but he must be a bit miffed that E. Graham's disappeared, because now that's McEwen back up and into second, not losing too many points in that championship, but he's not gained a lot as well. I mean, he picked up a couple of points in the second race, but not a great deal to concern our boy. But what are we I don't know how many rounds we have of a season. You think that's something I would information I'd find out next time? I'll find out next time. I'm sure I'm going to get a debriefing by the Full Throttle Racing after this stream anyway. I'm sure they are not going to be very happy with me. So join in next week, see if I'm back live Friday, or if I've been P45'd out of this one. E. Graham getting sacked from a job you don't get paid for would be so funny. SCLD, I'm burning the world. I told you, I'm setting the world on fire. So SCLD out there in the lead with McEwen in second, and JW is in third. E. Graham is fourth with Groot and Dragon fighting it out. Groot getting back ahead of the Dragon, and the Dragon trying to come back, eh? And Groot then staying on top of things at the moment. The Dash in seventh. It's STD Ash. I'm sure he's going to be absolutely miffed with me. He's not going to be happy. He runs this. He runs the whole show. He's a busy man. He's got his hands full. Doesn't need this grief. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't need some uppity commentator giving it all the... So Evil Dragon ahead. And, oh no, Groot's had an off, because now the Dash has got past the Groot. Groot is having an absolute nightmare in the Renault, isn't he? He's having an absolute mare in hopefully the high and dry will work better for him next season. SCLD, this is why he's leading the championship, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute flawless drive from Edwards here at Road Atlanta. Shoot your guns. Call ice. And JW chasing down McEwen. And McEwen just holding ground ahead of JW. Sorry, can do. E. Graham then in fourth. But I'm sure it's not a big major problem on there. But you open Tickety Talk, and I keep all these videos of ICE agents coming in and causing mayhem. And I'm sure it's not really the true picture of what's going on there, but it doesn't paint a very good picture of although there's also, we've got it as well with all these hotels holding our visitors from France, and there's people outside chanting and waving flags. What you had a problem with that Confederate flag a few years ago, and they banned it in your country, which is crazy because it's Texas's flag, and it's not a racist thing, it's a flag of a state. I always thought, I didn't think it had racist connotations, but then they tried to use it for something. They're doing exactly the same with us now. We're sticking up flags everywhere. Everyone's sticking flags up everywhere, and now it's becoming a bit... I reckon the Union Jack's going to get banned soon. Enjoy that Union Jack while you can. It's going to get banned. So SCLD crossing the line to start the final lap. McEwen in second, JW in third, with E. Graham in fourth. Evil Dragon in fifth at the moment, with the Dash in sixth, Groot in seventh, and the Monkey is in eighth. But SCLD running the perfect race, one would say. I've got to get the replay, remind myself. Do you reckon Bob Crop saying, I believe the prisoner changed his name to that. Do you think he just was a really big fan of Death Wish then, the films? I used to love them. I thought they were great. I can't remember much now, but I do remember at the time I thought it was that, and there was a TV show called The Equalizer, which I used to enjoy as well. Love violence. Not towards me or towards other people, but watching it on telly is something about it. It's growing up with it's the programmes we had to grow up with in the 80s, you know. It was all violent. The A-Team, thousands and thousands of bullets shot and not one man killed. It was brilliant. And we had The Equalizer, obviously, the A-Team, Knight Rider. You know, it was all just ultra-violent stuff in my day. So there we go. SCLD takes the win. McEwen comes through to grab himself second place. JW, another podium for Willows there. Superb stuff. Great racing, guys. I'm sorry about the stream. E. Graham in fourth, with Evil Dragon coming home in fifth. Wowzers. Evil Dragon goes across the line in style, with the Dash in sixth. The Monkey, Gaz Monkey, in seventh, with Groot slipping down even further. Groot is not happy, is he? He's not happy in the Renault. So Gaz Monkey getting a position here. It sounds disgusting when I say Renault, but I do it on purpose. I'm so sorry if it makes you cringe every time. But, you know, it's how they say it over there. Renault. Wowzers, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, all in black for the SCLD. He takes a win from Road Atlanta. Great stuff. Great for his championship. Let me grab that replay because I need a thumbnail. Boom. We'll quickly look at the results before they close the room. We'll say our goodnights and I'll do my apologies. I'm going to do an apology tour. SCLD then takes the final win out of the races. We've had 3 different winners this evening, which means we have had some epic races. McEwen in second, who won the first race. JW with another podium there in third. E. Graham in fourth. Evil Dragon in fifth. STD Ash, winner of the second race, in sixth. Gaz Monkey in seventh. And Groot not having a good time, I would gather. Unless he likes finishing last. Maybe that's his thing. We've all got a little kink. Bod Rob saying, didn't he get sent down for something pretty minor and then turned into a proper nut job when he was behind bars? It could have been. I don't know much about him. Bod Rob saying, cheers thingy, fantastic entertainment. I'm glad you think so, because I don't think Full Throttle Racing are going to be overly happy with me. Let's hope they see the funny side of it. It happens, you know. Everyone has one of those days where they're not firing on all cylinders. You never know. They might appreciate it. Oh, dearie me. Okay, gang. Thank you for tuning in. It was interesting, wasn't it, eh? I didn't know it was going to happen myself. I watched a load of YouTube videos beforehand about Project Motor Racing, and it pumped my nads. It boiled my blood. And then I came on here and then let loose. And it was, yeah, I don't care about your tables, Full Throttle Racing, honestly. You don't have to change anything. That was just me in a bit of a miffed mood. And it wasn't, it was directed the wrong way. We all know about that. All of us that have been married know about directing our anger in the wrong place sometimes. Thank you, and I apologise. Sorry, gang. I was on one today. I ran out of drugs. Let's just say that, shall we? That's probably the easiest way. I want to open some whiskey and get absolutely sloshed. Thank you very much. And I'll see you the next time. Terry, peace and love. Peace and love.